Miss Mendoza is going to continue with race.
Hi, I'm going to talk about the first baby born from a trans uterus. This special baby born in Brazil, the first woman to receive an uterus transplant from a dead donor. This happened in Sao Paulo, Brazil. The mother is a girl of 32 years old. She was born without a uterus and received the uterus from a woman of 40s. The syndrome affects approximately 1 in 4,500 women in the world, causes that the vagina don't function with ill-being. After the transplant, she had to take medications and weaken her immune system. She is trying to prevent his body from rejecting the new uterus. The testimony of the woman was that she had her first rule at 36 years, and on December 15 of 2015, a girl weighs 2.5 kilos, born by a cesarean section. The medical landmark by the Dr. Danny Helsingberg said that recognize the donors and uterus. So because they are so rare and difficult, and more if the donor is died, and say that the results were encouraged. The next news is the most surprising one. A woman meets the man who received the face of her husband in a transplant. After 16 months of operation, Lily Rose was first seen with Andy Sadness. Lily Rose extended her arm and touched the face of Strange, feeling her rosy cheeks. Sadness received the face of his deceased husband after 76 hours of operation. The surgery was in Mayo Clinic. Since Andy was a teenager to a man, he had lived with a completely disfigured face. He has a son. His name is Leonard. In 2006, Sadness shot himself in the face, destroying all. Lily Ross and Colin Ross get married in 2001, and in 2016, Colin Ross, her husband, shot himself, dying. Sadness is once again enjoying life, and he had a job and has an electrician and on an oil field, and is enjoying the anonymity of his normal face. We are going to continue with Mr. Hernandez.
Hello, these are the news of business. Here I have a Huawei smartphone, brand that is credible in selling the iPhone 4 times over in China. The brand is taking a record 24% share as rivals. The Shenzhen-based company should be nearly 30 million funds. In China, Huawei is the strongest it's ever been, analysis Mojia said. Market research firm IDC said Tuesday that Huawei's smartphone sales worldwide grew more than 40% in the first quarter to 59 million devices. Huawei is now within its strings of Samsung at the top of the global market, IDC said in a report. In other news, Amsterdam is handing out perks including free charging stations to residents who help rid the city's streets of pollution cars. Electrical cars owners that don't have their own charging station at home will be able to ask the city to install one for free at a location of their choosing. Amsterdam is the latest in a series of European cities to restrict polluting vehicles with the aim of improving air quality and reducing carbon emissions. Hamburg became the first German city to ban older diesel cars from some streets in May 2018. After the country's top court ruled such bans are legal. Other countries are also taking actions. The United Kingdom wants to ban sales of new gasoline and diesel cars starting in 2040. China, India, France, and Norway have similar plans. Amsterdam struggles with air pollution despite being the cyclone capital of Europe. Overall air pollution has decreased over the past decade, but some busy streets still exceed United States standards. This is all for these sections. Then we go with Miss Elizondo with politics.
Welcome to Gamo News. I'm Miss Elizondo, and today some scientific and political news we're going to talk about. Astronaut Scott Kelly spent a year in orbit. His body is not quite the same. Compare the astronaut to his Chevron twin Mark was the main idea of the NASA. For 360 days, Scott Kelly circled the air aboard the International Space Station. To know what happened if human bodies have to endure in long journeys to space, and if it is safe to astronauts being in space. The NASA hopes to answer these and other questions about human body change while living in Mars. NASA investigation to human body. In the time Mr. Kelly was in the space station, NASA have been reporting him and collecting information. They gave him a list of things he will do in order to recreate in space, compare his body stats, and if it is good or bad to do the same activities in the future if humans go to Mars. How his body will react to the different ecosystems. When Mr. Kelly returned to Earth after 3 years of being studied, NASA researchers report his body experience changed while in orbit. Some are harmless, while others have difficulties to disappear. In detail, how the body can adapt to certain circumstances. Difference in his body. The DNA mutated in some of his cells, immune system produce new signals, gain new bacterial species, will lead the scientists to compare and make new registers. Some mutations did not correct themselves, which made a concern in scientists. They are questioning if long journeys to space can be safe for astronauts. The scientists measured in other astronauts. Surprising fact that Mr. Kelly changed as much as astronauts who stayed in a space station for only 6 months. The human body reached a new equilibrium in space. There is a little variation in the amount of changes, but they conclude are the same but in a new, more vast and developed. The pace of biological change is slow and it depends on the body types. The main idea is in the increase of accuracy in human system. Gary Streckman, a psychologist at Harvard Medical School investigate and collaborate, and said that a decrease in speed accuracy of the human body could potentially have serious consequences on long-duration missions. Improve on their technology and compare if that differs in the results. They need to find a result in the security of the astronauts, and the NASA want to report in the long space trip investigation. In other news, we head to the White House, who consider releasing immigrants in sanctuary cities. The idea is release apprehended immigrants into sanctuary cities. They pressure immigration agencies to control the immigrants by transferring immigrants to these cities, help the immigrants to mobilize themselves by searching opportunities, and do not what capital by deporting them. The sanctuary cities idea came by an email that was sent by the White House policy coordinator. So he suggests that immigrants who had been apprehended and were enslaved could be released to sanctuary cities. They could instead be taken there instead of being deported to the proper sanctuary cities. The transferring immigrants will help overcome shelters border towns to embrace the idea of having more immigrants. The proof idea can work or not. They support the immigrants by staying in Bermeja in the towns who want to help them. The immigrants will be released onto the streets. The liability issues is another problem. Matthew Albans, the acting deputy director at ACA, objects the idea of telling the White House that there will be a liability issues of immigrants if they are injured during transport services. He also proposed that we create unnecessary operation burden and the means that they aren't resources for paying transport. Migrants need to develop a lot of new resources. Um, Obviously, some people are against this idea. A White House official said that it was an effort to deal more efficiently with migrants. This is another news we have. This we have today, and we are headed to another news.
Cancer nanotherapy. Nanotechnology is refining medical science need for more precise treatments that are less invasive, less costly, and less complicated to administer than traditional methods. That translates into better patient outcomes, lower healthcare costs, wider access to healthcare services in under-resourced parts of the world. Cures for cancer. 3 types of medicines. Drugs to treat nausea during chemotherapy, 2 or more chemotherapy drugs for breast cancer, drugs that target certain kinds of cancer cells. Taking more than 1 chemotherapy drug for breast cancer that has spread. When cancer has spread beyond the breast and around the lymph nodes, it's considered advanced cancer. That means the cancer can be cured or it can be treated. In some cases, for example, a second drug may help. If a tumor is pressing on your spine, it could cause pain or affect your ability to walk. In that case, taking a second drug may shrink the tumor faster. Target therapy. Target therapy are kind of chemotherapy. They target certain kinds of genes or proteins in cancer. They aim to stop the growth of these cancer cells. In conclusion, chemotherapy can help you live longer. In some cases, more than 1 chemotherapy drug may be used at the same time, but this isn't the best thing for everyone. In What Show section, we will have the well-known family of Kardashian-Jenners who always have something to talk about. Stay with us and let's start. There's no doubting that the Kardashian-Jenners are the world's most famous family. Their globally recognized physiques are often the source of a lot of controversy with Kim, Kourtney, Khloe, Kendall, and Kylie. Plastic surgery of Kardashian sisters. They are being accused of having figures and faces that aren't just the product of Kris Jenner genes, but rather the work of skilled plastic surgeons. Kylie Jenner plastic surgery. After recruiting Come and Clean about cosmetic work on her lip, Kylie, the youngest of the sisters, is speculated to have had multiple surgeries other than just injectables. People think I fully went under the knife and completely reconstruct my face, which is completely false, she said. I'm terrified, I will never. They don't understand what good hair and makeup and like fillers can really do. Khloe Kardashian plastic surgery. The most outspoken Kardashian sister hasn't had any obvious surgery, but she's definitely made some undeniable changes to her physique and he first heard about her. Also, Khloe, there looks to have undergone some significant changes over the years. We'll let you be the judge. In conclusion, we all know that Kardashian sisters always want to have something about them. Unlike the rest of the sisters, her hips, things, and boot are the subject of the speculation.
Thank you for watching us.
We expect that you can join us in the next emission.